The Forer effect, also known as the Barnum effect, is a psychological phenomenon in which people believe vague and general personality descriptions apply uniquely to them. This effect was first demonstrated by psychologist Bertram Forer in 1948 when he gave participants a personality test but provided all of them with the same generic feedback. Despite the descriptions being broad enough to apply to almost anyone, most participants rated them as highly accurate. This effect explains why people often find horoscopes, personality tests, and fortune-telling convincing, even though the statements used are not specific to individuals. One of the main causes of the Forer effect is the human tendency to seek meaning in information, even when it is vague. When given a description of their personality, people focus on the parts that seem to match their experiences while ignoring details that do not. Another reason this effect occurs is the trust people place in perceived authority figures. If a psychologist, astrologer, or other professional provides a personality reading, people are more likely to accept it as true. Additionally, statements that describe common human experiences, such as "you sometimes feel insecure," apply to almost everyone, making them seem personally relevant. The Forer effect can lead people to believe in unscientific personality assessments and make decisions based on misleading information. For example, someone who receives a positive horoscope reading may feel more confident, while another person who is told they are unlucky might develop a negative outlook. This effect also influences hiring processes when companies use questionable personality tests to assess job candidates. Over time, the Forer effect can make people more susceptible to manipulation by those who use vague statements to appear insightful or knowledgeable. One example of the Forer effect is seen in astrology, where people often feel that their zodiac sign descriptions match their personality. Since horoscopes use broad statements that could apply to anyone, individuals interpret them in ways that feel personal. Another example is personality quizzes found in magazines or online, which often use flattering language to make participants feel understood. In psychology, the effect was demonstrated through Forer's original experiment, in which students were given identical personality descriptions but believed they were uniquely accurate. A key way to counteract the Forer effect is by developing critical thinking skills, particularly in evaluating personality claims. People should ask themselves whether a description is truly specific or if it could apply to almost anyone. Another strategy is to compare different readings or personality assessments and see if the statements contradict each other. Additionally, understanding how the Forer effect works can help individuals recognize when vague statements are being used to create the illusion of insight. By questioning the accuracy of general personality descriptions, people can avoid being misled by overly broad claims.